Hello there, back in Dishonored with the Brigmore Witches, the last DLC. So, let's just get into that. We got witches to find and fight. So, Dowd has things to do. Save game, knife done well has been found. Yes, please. You can use your... Yes, please. I want my equipment and powers. I also need the money. Which progression do you want to use? Oh, I can just choose my low chaos to carry that over. Yes, I do want my low chaos run because I worked for that. Chosen to use low chaos progression. So, does it just set the whole world as low chaos, or does it remember any of the decisions from the last DLC? Like, that's really vague. I guess it is referencing my old file, but could there be like a low chaos and then another low chaos where I don't spare Billy? Because technically I can still get a low chaos and not spare Billy. I think. We're keeping it to veteran, because that's normal, which doesn't sound normal, but elite's definitely higher than that. And we're not novice. I mean, I feel like it sometimes, but no. Over at the previous... I don't have a previous Brigmore Witch oversave, so that's fine. Troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Caldwin and aided in the abduction of her daughter Emily.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge.
I didn't kill anybody.
The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
This whole DLC is just like repentance for Dowd.
The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
Oh, hello, Corvo. Oh, look at him being all low chaos and choking people instead of stabbing them. I forgot that this opened.
Corvo, here to settle our debt.
I forgot that this opened with a dream duel against
I
Corvo.
won't make this easy for you.
Oh, he hit me. I'm trying to block. It's really bad. Haha, haha. Ow. Ha! I win. Defeat Corvo Atano. Apparently, this battle is just impossible to win on high chaos.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Thank you. But yeah, apparently on high chaos, it's impossible to win. And I think part of that is like, Dowd's guilt is like, isn't allowing him to win. He's like, no, I deserve this if Corvo comes after me. Cobbled bits of bone. What? They say my mother was a witch, but the truth, as is so often the case, depends on perspective and your place in the world. She relied on poisons made from exotic herbs and the blowfish that live in the reef waters near Pandysia. Her power originated in hallucinogenics delivered through guile or by force to those who crossed her. There was an unusual intensity in her gaze for certain, but it came from within, not from the outsider. It's what happens to anyone pushed to the absolute edge of sanity and survival, who stays there for years, then returns to walk among the sheep in so-called civilized society. My mother was crafty, but if it was anything more than powders, hidden knives, and guile, I never saw it. Like they tell the children, some of those truly touched by the black-eyed bastard can move through space between rooftops like a sparrow. Others command armies of rats or poisonous flies as easy as they wriggle their fingers and toes. Overseers are right to fear us, to warn the common folk to stay near their homes at night and keep their families close. But there are other ways his influence manifests itself. Those who serve me share in some of what I can do, and I suspect it's the same for Delilah Copperspoon's coven. There are those who can craft runes and charms. The old woman across town, they call her Grinning Rags. She carves and polishes the bones of whales, stringing them together and opening them to the void, until they moan like the fever-sick on a cold night. I found a few of her talismans, and with each one I touched, a tiny piece of me departed and settled in with her. What does she gain? A longer life? Some other kind of power I don't understand? The making of such things is beyond me. I've known 4 people in my time who carried the mark of the outsider, but I've known dozens more who wanted it, who stood at night in stagnant ponds, or begged with the dust blowing through graveyards. People who gutted farm animals or burned the flesh of men, thinking it would call forth the void. I met a dying man once who had collected runes and charms for years. He crushed them all into powder, made a paste and ate them, thinking he could gain whatever magic was in the things. His death was long and painful. I also knew a woman from Kanarka who would trade for charms and other bits of whalebone. She cracked them apart and fused them back together, then sold them. I bought one of these corrupted charms that she swore would cause sharp metal to break on my skin, and it worked. But each time it did, one of my teeth turned black and fell out. After the 3rd time, I gave it to one of my men. Now when he smiles, it's all bleeding gums, and I don't know what parts inside him are turning black. Sometimes I ask myself, without these gifts, would I be a man to fear? Would I be called the Knife of Dunwall, with my name whispered throughout the markets, and the alleyways, the high towers and drawing rooms? I'd like to think so, but it really doesn't matter. As long as I bear this mark, I'll use whatever craft I have to force my will on the world. The harder trick is undoing what I've done. So this is written by Dowd, even though it's from a journal covering various occult artifacts. Also, talks about corrupted charms, which are same as bone charms, but they have downsides in addition to their upsides. But yeah, this is the main thing, is I'll use whatever craft I have to force my will on the world. He's using his power to do what he wants to see how he fits. But now the harder trick is undoing what I've done. He realized, maybe I shouldn't have gone all out. I've made mistakes and now I'm paying for them. The Regency and emergency powers. In a time of political upheaval, there are provisions in a place for staged transfer of power, designed with 3 goals in mind. First is the minimization of incentive for coup. There is no predetermined person or position within the government that is scheduled to take on the mantle of regency during a time of crisis. Instead, a regent is chosen by parliamentary accord. This serves to avoid promoting a path of derelict ascendancy and to discourage those who would scheme for such a turn of events. It is the assumption of our governing documents that such a legislative body will always have the wisdom to see through the would-be usurpers. The second is the assurance of stability for the commons during and after the transitional phase. During an interregnum, while a regent rules the land, there are categories of laws and decrees that cannot be altered without a majority vote from Parliament. Thus, daily life for the people will not change dramatically when during the time of regency, or shift drastically once a proper heir takes up the throne. Third, and perhaps most important, is that a worthy successor is found. In order to rule out hasty action and to maximize stability, there will be no term limit or duration applied to the period of regency. Historically, rash decisions have been greatly contested, resulting in extended political turmoil or outright conflict. When the proper heir is found and the possession is filled by someone worthy of the role, all others will fall in and provide their support. So, I feel like politically this makes a surprising amount of sense, but Hiram Burrows managed to take advantage of it and break all of these rules. Good thing we took him out. Well, I guess that hasn't happened yet, now has it? Note from Billy. Dowd. No need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear, maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over. No long days in the sun. But I know you, Dowd. Despite all the blood on your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if not holding on to something. You've got some kind of plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible. And I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close so you can get that chance too. I left a book for you. The world is big, bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Billy. So yeah, I spared Billy. Billy left. And she's thankful for it. She's like, you shouldn't have spared me, but you did. I never thought I'd get to live and change my life, and now I get to do that. I'll go live life. Give me this corrupted charm. Corrupted bone charms are powerful bone charms that come with a cost. Locate them like normal bone charms by listening for the song they emit with void gaze power. Equip them in the bone charm tab of the journal. I'll get to that in a second. Vengeance. But ports of call. Potterstead, Gristol, a small town, but the locals are charming and the ale is unmatched. Be certain to visit during the month of winds for their pennant festival. Dunwall, Gristol. Notes on the capital city could fill a dozen such volumes. All delights exist in Dunwall if you've got the coin, and all miseries if you're broke. Unless you're well connected through someone in Dunwall Tower, one of the key families, the City Watch, or the River Patrol, make sure your permits are in order. Otherwise, you're likely to have your cargo seized by the port authorities for any reason they care to concoct. Also, there are rats and plague now, so, you know, we need to update this book. Kilkenny Morley. While the Harbour Master here is particular about the kinds of goods you're carrying, the rest of the town is more lax. Be sure to visit the inn or on the rock for the best mutton stew in all the Isles. Yarrow Tivia. The cold here will snatch the breath from your lungs, but it is met in equal strength by the civility of its well-managed citizens. The cozy taverns are kept warm by their famously crafted iron stoves, though the northern food takes some adjustment. Bejeweled aristocrats laugh and drink side by side with weathered, leathery-skinned farmers, clapping one another on the back until the dim hours. It is hard to make a friend here, or to truly understand the worldview of the native-born, but once you do, you'll have a friend for life. Sounds like a tight-knit crew. I guess they gotta stay tight to, keep warm. Colero Serkonos. The city is crowded in the warmer months, for good reason. You'll find yourself shoulder to shoulder with scantily clad locals and foreigners on holiday, pale skin burned pink by the sun, which somehow seems larger and brighter in Serkonos. The food in Colero is a shining example of Serkonan cuisine, and there is always music, always dancing. Hand-rolled on the steps of tobacco shops, cigars are, of course, fresher than the ones you've had shipped to other parts of the Empire. Kanarka Serkonos, the jewel of the south at the edge of the world. The city is bustling with industry, after a wave of settlers from Morley and an influx of wealthy trading companies from Dunwall. Everywhere you go in Karnaca, there are new ideas, hybrid forms of music, groundbreaking theories of natural philosophy, and even extravagant delicacies made by mixing ingredients from all the known cultures. The locals work tirelessly for their coin, welcoming the elite from across the Isles. So that all sounds fancy. Look at all these places that Dowd can go once this is all over. I hope it goes well. Reclamation of Dunwall. Dad, you have a lot of books. You're very well read. Let me see this bone charm. Undertaker. You move slightly faster while carrying corpses. That wasn't the one. It was Vengeance was the new one, right? Yeah. Oh, this one's Poiple. Benefit. Build up adrenaline much faster. Penalty. Adrenaline takes less time to cool down. I don't need adrenaline, though. Adrenaline is when you're murdering a whole bunch of people in a row. I don't use that. While carrying corpses, that's useful. Does that count like unconscious bodies? Adrenaline takes longer to cool down. Nope. Reinforced bolts. Nope. Drinking is that actually kind of useful. Water of life drink from wow. Spirit water and water of life, huh? Just refill me when I go drink water. You move forward slightly faster while in stealth. I like that. Easily win. Nope. Drop session gives help. Nope. Less damage from falls. I like that. And then I don't really need anything else. Powers. Do I have enough for bend time? I have no runes. Never mind. Did I spend all my runes, or did they just not carry over from the end of the other playthrough? Because I could have sworn I had runes. Maybe I didn't. I'll reload my save file for another time and see if I have runes left, because I feel like I was building up to get bend time 2, and now I don't have the runes for that. Pull. Pull inanimate objects towards you from a distance. Considerable items are... Ooh, right, this is the new power for the second DLC. I can force pull things. I'm gonna want that, but I also want to get bend time too. So that's gonna take some working. Dunwall, the seat of power in the known civilized world, the Empire of the Isles. It is our great capital, and it has been brought low by vermin. The very thought galls. We are faced with the reality that our once great city is in a state of shambles, and the few remaining domiciles in any habitable condition are the estates of those wealthy enough to award themselves against that reality. A city cannot continue to thrive, populated by only the upper classes and their cloistered sycophants. Even if the plague were gone tomorrow, In its present state, Dunwall doesn't have enough hardy people of working age to return the city to everyday function. We must find a way to attract more residents, which requires removing the cloud of fear brought by the current regime. The Lord Regent and his lackeys are bad for business, my friends. So it falls on us. A plague and a tyrant must be overcome. And after that, we must undertake a third miracle, turning the screws on the obscenely wealthy, forcing them to pay back into the place that has given them their privileged lives. It is the powerful and fortunate who must pay for the rebuilding of Dunwall. Even if the poorest will bear the stones and timbers of even if the poorest will bear the stones and timbers of reconstruction on their backs. For this must happen, all this must happen for the dominant machine. Nope, I'm having trouble reading again. All of this must happen for the dormant machine of commerce to restart. Without that, we are all forfeit, and the greatest city of our age will be lost. So, we need workers, we need money. Lord Regent is not good for either of those. And he's really not good for much. Alright. Thomas is downstairs. I'm still hearing a whole bunch of stuff. There's a rune there, there's a rune here. There's a whole bunch of stuff. All my people are outside, walking around just fine. Folded Galvani resin. Oh, it's a blueprint for my crossbow. Neat. I like those. Bonded Galvani weave. That's another upgrade. Oh yeah, look, I have money stashed away. Look at all that money. Equipment chest. Give me the stuff. That's cool. Still don't know how it works. And I'm gonna eat this like a sandwich. Seems like a light sword. I know how runes work. I want to get agility. Oh, there are my runes. I have 7 runes now. There we go. I was wondering what happened. Okay, I have them. Agility is 1 rune. Yeah, give me bend time. I want my bend time too. Okay, I just need to reclaim my gear to get all my runes back. That makes sense. And then give me agility because I want to be able to jump. Yes, at level 2 I can sprint faster. That's fine. Next will be pull though, because I want all my powers. I need to get two runes. There's 1 more rune here. Yeah. You're assassin, man. You're Thomas. I'll talk to you in a second. You're my replacement for Billy now, aren't you? I don't need to drink though. The Isle of Serkonos. I've read this. I remember this. The Whalers. I've read that. Alright, let me go talk to people first. Oh, you blocked off the exit. I don't need to press R to drink a potion. I'm fine. In fact, I have 10 potions. I hear something ringing. Is it just the rune? Hi.
Corvo's out there, Dowd. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew through first.
He'll do it. That's for sure.
Tip prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Dowd.
Dowd should have caught it. And now witches? He's not the man he was.
I don't know if one's speaking.
You're going to get us killed.
You talking down about me? Because you shouldn't. Knife of Dunwall, Survivor's Tale. Oh. From a street pamphlet containing a sensationalized sighting of the assassin Dowd. Gentle reader, be assured that your coin is well spent today. What you read here may one day preserve your life and your sanity. No one has seen the Knife of Dunwall and lived to tell of it. Until now. The sun was setting, a bloody stain against the sky, silhouetting the noble contours of Rothwild's slaughterhouse. The stench of blood and the flesh of men and whales soured the air. Dowd slithered from the sewers, his body slick with gore and crawling with vermin that no mortal man could have tolerated. His shadow stretched out before him on the ground, and it revealed his true nature. A horned thing warped by heresy, a shape too terrible to put into words, my gentle readers. A sorcerer from the void, without question. I could hear the moans of the dying workers he left in his wake, but he did not even pause to acknowledge their plight, for his heart is colder than Tyvian ice. Instead, he let out a guttural growl of victory, the shock of which snuffed out the life of those poor dying workers. Then he bounded away, moving from roof to roof back toward the streets. And this was where I thought this chapter would end, until I heard the music. The grinding metal music of the Overseers echoed from the nearby alleyways, and I knew there would be soon a fight. With only my sense of duty to the fallen citizens of Dunwall to keep my fear from overtaking me, I inched closer to the mouth of the alley for a better vantage. A brave contingent of Overseers had captured one of Dowd's lieutenants lurking in the alley. He, or she, for I could not tell beneath the thick leather of the industrial whaler suit, was prone and tied with sturdy ropes, surrounded by Overseers, but their fixation was ultimately their undoing. Dowd fell from above, moving through the air as easily as a falcon, I swear it upon my spirit. Without sound, he glided down among them, and the music maker was the first to die, as Dowd tore the man's head from his shoulders. The wretched song faded in a discordant wail. Then I watched as the most notorious assassin of our time became a flurry of leather, metal, and blood, deflecting bullets and sword blades with ease. The last Overseer, no doubt consumed with terror at seeing his brothers fall so easily, sank to his knees and begged for mercy. Dowd spoke a single word that made my entrails squirm in my belly upon hearing it. The Overseer shrieked like a madman until his mask split in two, as though struck by some hammer and chisel, and a stream of blood gushed forth from the crack, bathing Dowd's boots. I closed my eyes at that point, too overwhelmed to witness any further atrocity. I could only hope that if that foul heretic discovered me next, my life would end swiftly. But when I opened my eyes, Dowd was nowhere to be seen. That was the last I ever saw of the Knife of Dunwall. So heed my warning, gentle reader. Should you or anyone you love witness some misshapen shadow fall across your path, or should you hear the slightest rumor of dark words whispered from the rooftops, then flee. Flee with all haste. What is this hit piece? I didn't kill anybody! That's just so rude. No one died. I made sure of it. I didn't even split any faces. That sounds rad, but I didn't do it.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Metal plates to block me off. Got it. Also to block off enemies from coming through. That's going to be open by the time Corvo gets here, though. What you talking about?
They say you let Rothwild live.
I did.
Is Dowd getting soft?
You want to test it?
Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more time thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ha. Royal Spymaster. Said the office of Royal Spymaster has existed for a long time, as there have been emperors and empresses. However, in the early stages of the Empire, this position existed in secrecy. Only after the Morlaix insurrection was the position publicly acknowledged, due to the tremendous... Wow, reading is tough. Only after the Morlaix insurrection was the position publicly acknowledged, due to the tremendous role that the acting Spymaster played in quelling the rebellion. Originally, members of the military or officers of the City Watch were advocated for the role, chosen by the Admiralty. In recent years, the outgoing Spymaster has made recommendations on his replacement from the small cadre of espionage agents serving him. In this way, continuity is preserved, since many of the covert projects undertaken by the government are not committed to writing, only communicated in whispers behind secure doors. This leads to the most common critique of the office of the Royal Spymaster, that actions are taken and deeds committed that even the Emperor or Empress is not aware of. This lack of oversight or accountability is a commonly debated topic during parliamentary sessions, but those who hold the position of Royal Spymaster insist that in order to function, the role must exist outside the existing bureaucracy or law. Yeah, that's dangerous. It's tough to have people who work outside the law within your law. Alright, did I find all the things? Alright, talk to me, Thomas. Wait, let me read your journal. Our troubles began with a name. Delilah. A mystery given to Dowd by the face he sees in his dreams, and whose voice he hears when kneeling at the shrines hidden in the lost parts of the city. None of us have ever heard this voice, but we know its power. It spoke to our master, telling him of his coming doom, and saying that solving this riddle was the only way to escape. We knew nothing of Delilah, except that we found a whaling ship by that name. A tenuous connection, but where the outsider's word is concerned, there are no coincidences. We discover the ship was named after a woman who once walked the halls of Dunwall Tower with Jessamine Caldwin. Later, she became a painter, an apprentice of Sokolov himself, until she snared an aristocratic patron named Arnold Timsh. We met with Timsh's niece, who offered us information on Delilah in exchange for eliminating her uncle. Removing aristocrats was our specialty, so our master agreed. With Barrister Arnold Timsh gone, his niece divulged everything she knew. Delilah was much more than a painter, and she was hiding in the old Brigmore Manor outside the city. But by then, we were too late. Delilah anticipated our threat. For some time, she had been working her corruptive influence on the best of us, the assassin Billy Lurk. Delilah turned Lurk against us, and together they sold us out to the overseers. When we returned to our hideout in the flooded district, we were swarmed by gold masks and hounds. But Dowd is quick and wise in our trade. In the end, he kept us alive, though there were losses. I can't control those. Now our resources are strained. Some of the men are grumbling. I see the strain on Dowd's face. Killing the Empress, handing over her daughter, those are not easy burdens to bear. And Lurk's betrayal weighs on him heavily. His sleep is troubled by curses and shouts. Now we make preparations to strike back at Delilah. She's planning something in Brigmore, something that affects everyone on the Isles, and she will be expecting us. Like our master, she shares her gifts from the outsider with those who follow her. How many are they, I wonder? I have no secrets for my master. My loyalty is without question, but I fear these may be the last days of the Whalers. Perhaps the last days of Dowd. I mean, you're not wrong, so it's fine. I read these. I got these. Okay. What? Oh, it says assassin, but it's also marking him as Thomas. Talk to me.
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge.
Oh, good.
From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
I think I found everything I could. Watch me not find everything I could. Didn't kill anyone. Yeah, I sure hope so. Runes 2, Corrupted Charms 1, coins found. Good, I got all of them. And defeated Corvo in a dream. Could have also lost. I didn't go undetected, though, because I had to fight Corvo. Alright, Coldridge Prison. A stay of execution for Lizzie. You need Lizzie Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Unfortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in Coldridge Prison, and you've got to break her out. So it's fun. The previous mission, or at least the end of the first DLC, ended in a place that we played in the main campaign, the Flooded District. At least Dowd's base of the Flooded District. And now, we're going back to a place that we went at the beginning of the original campaign, Coldridge. Although I believe this is more expanded because A, I have powers now, and B, there's a lot more to do. It's changed ever since Corvo broke out.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players. Gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself, that after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
Time to get her. Right, favors. I get new favors here. Nope, it's stealth boots and explosive bolt capacity, arc mine capacity, stun mine capacity, extra charge. Wow. I don't have that much money. I do not have that. I should have saved money. I spent it all at the end of the last game. Oh, I need these. Oh, I need these. Oh, I really need these. Hang on. Let me entirely spend on at least 10 of those. I can't afford any of the upgrades, and I need these favors. Overseer Dowd, you're disguised as an overseer. Oh, right, I can do that. Yeah, I can get in and fool the guards long enough to get inside. I do want that. Forged requisition allows orders allow your contact to deliver stun mines to the prison. No, I don't need extra munitions. However, I do need a misplaced room. And that is everything I can get. Oh boy, I have no money, and I do not have Piero's spiritual remedies. Oh, I am poor. I needed to save money, I think. This is less than ideal. Let's go.
This should get me in the front door at least. Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
I like how it's replaying the sword check and sheath animation in the same exact way, but with a different sword. And now, the mask donning animation, but with a different mask. I said it's a clever reuse of assets. Can I turn off this music? Because that's a problem.
Overseer.
Hello.
About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the waterlock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand?
Yep.
Don't go exploring. Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
I'm pretty sure Overseers are a stronger enemy type, so really, treat me better.
Guard! Open the gate.
I should be able to use these here, right? Yes. That was ballsy of me. Oh, the rune is over there. There's a bone charm out there. There's dudes everywhere. I can walk among them, no problem.
This mask won't fool an arc pylon.
Yeah, if they turn that on, I might be boned.
And no one knows what actually happened.
Didn't they do it?
Oh, that bone charm was there. I can also see it glowing. No one saw anything. Spiritual pool. What was that one? You regenerate mana slightly faster. Oh! Also, it's not corrupted. Give me that. Yeah, I'm gonna need that because I don't have any spiritual remedies. Oh, Corvo was locked on that side or something, I think.
Sick, so we moved them out.
I remember this interrogation room.
What happened here?
This is a thing. There's a lot more, tree and blood and, like, everything here. Also, this corpse is freaky. Oh, look at all this money. Look at all this money! Mine. Rune, mine. Transfer orders. Lieutenant Wright, the hatter we brought in was trying to stash this loot in the canal when we busted him. Looks like he's the one who hit Lord Bremen's carriage a few nights back. So far, he has not named his accomplices, but he will once he gets his turn in the interrogation room. Document everything and then deliver it to the Lord Regent's office. And make sure none of it gets lost along the way, or it's both our heads. I'm sorry, Ashfield, it is going to be both your heads. To be fair, the interrogation room exploded, so I don't need that. Chest key.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? All right, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? All right. Corporal, use the hammer.
Are you going to hammer fingers and toes?
That's right. The smaller one.
Ow.
Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything.
God.
Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Well, that went well. Dear Officer Ashfield, I would like to most humbly request access to the documents concerning the new experimental choke dust, which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. I understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with the documents to ensure they remain confidential. If access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell. Respectfully, your friend in A25. Okay, I'll check out that cell when I get a chance. Excerpt from interrogation logs at Coleridge Prison, month of Nets. Prisoner 354A, 9123. Goal, location of the collaborator in theft of goods. Method, heated metal bolts applied to feet. Ow, why is it always gotta be the feet? Outcome, promising response at first, but the subject lost consciousness due to shock. Prisoner 657C, 7619. Goal, confession to vandalism. Method, sleep deprivation. Outcome, disorientation. Subject falsely confessed to crime, as well as other unrelated acts. Oh boy. I'm glad you're getting false confessions. This prisoner, I'm tired of reading the numbers. Goal, location of a weapon cache tied to attacks on the river patrol checkpoints. Method, water tank. Tank mechanism malfunction. Subject drowned. Good job. Name of conspiracy organizer. Engagement with phobia, spiders. Oh, you went spider torture? Subject divulged the information before the hatch to the spider basket was even opened. Oh, you got that one real quick. But it sounds like there's stuff out there for me to find.
Walk all the way back here.
Can I?
To unlock a cell? Because they paid off a guard?
Can I get up there? Is there anything up there?
They should just pay the guard.
Let me just... Okay, I can get up here, but is there any reason to be up here? Doesn't look like it. But I tested out my jump, so that's fine too. Alright, now to find my way around without getting caught. Can I go up here?
Guys won't help me if I'm caught in a restricted wing.
Nope. Screwed up. I screwed it up immediately. Cell control instructions. Set first tumbler to match cell section letter. Set second and third to cell number. Pull lever to... Oh! Let's open A25 then. Oh wow, these textures could be, better. Is that because of the settings, or is that just how they normally look? Remember to take extra care in logging transfers. Even temporary transfers of prisoners from one cell to another must be recorded in the logbook. Ensure that the logbook is available in the guard booth between sections C and D at all times.
For long. You let him get away.
What is this?
I know you're somewhere around.
Escape plans. When you hear the alarms in the courtyard tonight, make a break for that front gate. Jump from the bridge and swim to the sewer entrance. You won't get another chance now that the Empress's assassin has escaped. Watch out for rats. Oh, someone's trying to escape like I did.
You won't stay hidden for long.
I think I'll be fine. Now, do they know it's me, or...
You got lucky this time. I know you're somewhere around here.
do you?
Probably just ran off, coward.
I don't know if they know it's me still. Or if it's just like, can I still walk around in this outfit, or is this outfit completely compromised? Well,
Prowler on the loose.
let's check, I guess.
Find that son of a got you now.
I suck.
Damn it. Clear the line.
I don't have any.
Bring the alarm.
Go for the alarm. Now.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
They don't. I need this.
Oh, mind you.
They super know it's me.
I know you're here, scum.
Stupid god.
I know you're
Maybe
here.
they don't. Can I get in there?
Where are you? All right. I won't be catching this rat. Someone help me out.
Nope, they know it's me.
Stand clear.
Missed. I missed.
You get off. I need more men.
I don't have no darts. This guy's no longer effective. Oh, it was effective until...
Get behind him.
Oh! Well, I'm halfway to a restart, if I'm honest. Unless it saves somewhere, like, later. Because this has gone so unbelievably poorly.
Where are you?
Like, Rust doesn't even begin. It's only been, like, half a week since I last played. I have no more darts. And I have no power. And this is all gone. It's all done.
I'm not saying it would be easy, but I could do it once the cell door's open. You...
Hi. You shot him in the back of the head! Just kill me. I want to see where this drops me off. Because I screwed that up so poorly. Where is this putting me? How far back am I going? Please send me before I was discovered. Because I'm unbearably disappointed. Okay. Bit further back than I would have liked, but this works too. I've read this. Let me get all the hints. Yep. And there's this. A25.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable. All right. We'll get this done. Let's start with how you got.
I need to follow him in. Without getting seen by anybody else. And without spending too much juice.
These guys won't help me if I'm caught in the restricted wing.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? You didn't hear anything. Okay. Well, actually, let's put you in this corner.
Controls all the cell doors.
Alright, read this again. Read this again. A25 is at least one of them. There's no way the textures are just normally this bad, right? There we go. Give me that. Here's the stash. Money and darts. Oh. I need to get to the logbook. But I also saw a way in up here. Yeah, I can get to that, can't I? Well, provided my blink gets me there. That's sort of a really, really long jump. Ha! I also need to get back for the misplaced rune. Oh, well, that guy's there. Shh. I had to double tap that one to make sure I got it fast enough.
Sokolov radial interdiction.
Wasn't happy about it, but...
Use only by personnel.
Oh, this was A25. I have bullets, right? Yeah. Ethical experimentation. I've managed to get my hands on experimental formula being tested right here in Coleridge Prison. A mixture the prison guards call choke dust, which is normally capable of rendering prisoners vulnerable for a few moments. However, this new formula has the potential to make the victim forgetful as well. It's as if, once breathed in, the dust causes an acute temporary stupor. Ah! Give me that. Baffle dust. Yeah, it makes them confused and forget, which means I can run away after choke dusting them. I have another stealth option. Another peaceful option. Modern incarceration technology. Once again, I have been asked to solve the problems of the dismal past. And once again, I have delivered the solutions required by our present situation. As with all my work, it is simply that a mind capable of understanding their potential is required. For the benefit of the Lord Regent, and to the detriment of those incarcerated in Coleridge Prison with an aptitude for escape, I have recently adapted one of my inventions for deployment in that dank and depressing place. The potential function of these devices at the prison should now be clear to all, following the latest round of testing. With the associated power complications resolved, I have therefore recommended a two-stage implementation starting at once. The first stage involves a recent device, simple to deploy, designed to stun the escaping prisoner. The second is a more powerful deterrent, the lethal and increasingly popular arc pylon. In combination, properly applied, these devices will make Coleridge Prison inescapable. So, they're gonna stun people, and then if they try harder, they're gonna zap people. Make sure these prisoners aren't gonna give me away. Logbook is down there. A21, A20. What's in here? Ah! Money and stuffs. Guard post key. Not that. Put that down. I'm hearing terrible sounds. That's because there's a corrupted charm below me. Oh, that's just food. Ooh. Actually, is that Lizzie right there? Because I think she's the one who's actually bound by a mechanism. Yeah, she's in C28.
She's in rough shape.
Alright, so I have to find a way into C28. Oh, well, this is the guard post now, isn't it?
Where's Harold? He's not in his cell.
Check the log. We've been moving people around to make room for them.
Well, I don't like that. Oh, is that Timsh?
I know your names. Morgan and Taylor, and Cooper and Wilkins and Linden. They'll go into a signed, notarized deposition. I've sent word to the Lord Regent's office. None of you understand what I can do to you. It's almost laughable, isn't it? When you think about it, you're signing your own death warrants.
He's trying really hard.
Let me out of here.
Alright, so I need A10 for sure. C28 was it?
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation.
And, ooh, the stuff in here. Choke dust. I have enough choke dust. Trying to avoid using that. Alright, let me go back. So C28, A10.
Them out screaming this morning. One of the doctors.
Oh yeah, it says it right there. Alright. Gonna have to jump back out here. Get up. Get up. There we go. Please. Okay, that works too. I was really worried. I'm like, how do I get back in here without, like, failing and falling into my face? Oh, reset, huh. So A10. And C. Oh, it resets every time. That's why. C28. Yep, thank you. Charge. Yep, thank you. Let's get as close as possible so I can get over there. Sweet. I also have to get to the misplaced rune. I can also totally just... I won't fall off that, right? There's this guy here, and I think he gives away my position.
The Sokolov radio.
There we go, this is open. This was a bone charm, corrupted charm. Oh, good.
Better be worth it.
Shivering silhouette. Is it worth it? Enemies have a high chance to miss range attacks. You are more visible to enemies. No, it is not worth it. Also, was that 1 out of 1? Alright, before I get Lizzie out of here, I need to make my way back to the regular zone. Without getting caught. Where was... Oh, right there. Okay. Come on, right on the edge. Thank you. Oh. Because I want to check out the other side before I get Lizzie. Alright. No problems here. Hey guys. We're cool. We're cool. I don't need those bullets. There's a bone charm over there as well. You guys don't see anything? Cool, cool. I mean, you see things, but it's not a problem. So just excuse me. I believe it was through this door? You're fine with that, right?
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
Alright, I believe with this I need to do... I thought bend time would stop that. It did not.
Firing.
I figured bend time would not be affected by the music because the sound doesn't play. Oh, I can't do anything. I'll take this though. I can't even double jump. Can I turn the music off? Also, did he die from falling off? I hope not. I can't. Can I turn off the music? Alright, anyone over here? I saw someone run up here, didn't I? Oh, there you are. Hello.
That's all I can do for you. It's little enough, I know.
Oh, I believe he's supposed to tell me where Lizzie is if I, save him. But he, since I already know, it doesn't matter.
Help me out!
Did I get him? I mean, I saved him, so it really shouldn't. Yeah, he was the guy that...
supposed to be.
You're cool with me, right? You guys are still cool with me. Good. Was there a bone charm in there? There was. But I can't tell where it is because the music. Under here? Oh, there it is. Strong arms. Strong arms, that's the one I want! Give me that, that's my choking. Yes! Okay. Now that I have that. Okay, they're all unconscious, that's good. No one's dead. That got a little too dicey, a little too quickly. As long as no one else comes out here, we're fine. Alright, where is... It's down there? How do I get down safely? I mean, I said safe. You know what? We're doing this. Because I just did a whole bunch. And I don't want to die and reset too much. How am I even supposed to... Oh, that's how. This also technically isn't restricted, apparently. So my cover still isn't blown, which I greatly appreciate. That was a burned body. I did get spotted, but again, my cover is fine. Oh, is this where I normally would come through if I didn't have the Overseer disguise? Oh, this looks like a proper alternate entrance, huh? Oh yeah, look at this. Through the sewers. Does that mean there are items here for me? No. Only sometimes. Also, Overseer magic doesn't affect... Or Overseer sealing only kicks in here. Which also kills my double jump. But, oh well. Alright, let's go... I was gonna say save, but I guess, emancipate Lizzie is what I'm actually going for. You didn't see anything? We're all fine here. Yep. Can I go back here? I just want to steal food. I don't need to, but I want to. Overseer arrival. Remember that an Overseer has been summoned to address the situation in the interrogation room. Until the Overseer arrives, no one is to enter the interrogation room. The prisoner cells are off limits to Overseers and other visitors. No exceptions. Oh, whoops. Well, that's a little unfortunate now, isn't it? Oh, there's a bunch of notes here. Additional security installations along the execution yard wall are complete. Additional work on the main gate will continue through the coming days. All workers must show identification for the duration of the construction. Alright. Execution of personnel responsible for enabling the escape of the former Lord Protector will continue today. The execution yard remains off limits unless otherwise specified. Oh yeah, that was the guy I saved. The guy who hid in the corner, he's the guy who let Corvo go. I don't remember if it's the same model, because that was forever ago, but he helped Corvo escape, and they were going to execute him, and a bunch of other people. All logbook entries must contain the prisoner name. I read this one already, didn't I? A failure to do so is a punishable offense. I never even found the logbook, I just found Lizzie. I want to explore all that, but that's off limits. And, like, I don't want to break my, disguise. Not again. The first time was already bad. Can I warp up there? Can I just blink up into the door? Like, safely? The answer is yes. And no one noticed. That's how I want it to be. Can I jump that? I super can. Alright, let's go get Lizzie. Just inch over. A little bit closer. There we go. And Lizzie was upstairs, wasn't she? Hang on. Okay. Had to make sure I wasn't going to teleport up to people. Okay. Hello, Miss Stride.
I'll have to carry her out.
Well, that's good.
Someone's supposed to be on duty.
The sound she made. It was like...
I know you're somewhere around.
Who? Who are you talking about?
I'll find you.
Who are you even talking about?
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises.
Oh, I can just go up here, huh?
Have you gotten used to the new security measures?
You can't stay hidden forever.
Of course.
Oh, did they go inside there? Is that it? Or...
You won't stay hidden for long.
Oh, I could have just gone up here instead and sniped him. Oh, that makes way more sense.
Oh, I'll find you.
Oh, well, I feel kind of dumb.
Can't forever.
I mean, but I can do this. Not my prettiest showing, but you know what? I survived and it worked. Oh, right, I can't blink because of the magic. Oh, right, it turned off my time stop. It's fine. It's all fine. I did it. No one noticed.
She's beaten but not dead. See that her wounds
I also dropped her. But it's fine.
Will be done.
And I think I kept up the disguise the whole time?
Ready to go.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alrighty then. No one died. No civilians killed, no hostiles killed, no alarms rung. Oh, I was almost not detected. There was one body found. And I'm pretty sure that was because I had to dart people. I almost got ghost. But found both runes, found both bone charms, found the corrupted charm. There are no outside shrines. Found actually most of the money. Maintained overseer disguise, leaving no evidence behind. That's the one I wanted, because that's the cool one. Learned about the Brigmore witch's interrogation, which is easy enough to do if you, I guess, go in as an overseer. I guess it's harder to do when you have to sneak in the whole way. And stopped the execution of the guard who helped Corvo. So you know what? Low chaos all around. Cool guy stuff. Draper's Ward. I don't remember this level. No, I do. I have to get her ship back. That's what it is. With Lizzie Stride free, you have a captain take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzie's second in command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzie get her ship in working order.
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And the riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall.
Changing of hands.
I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
Baffle Dust. I do kind of want to get Baffle Dust in the case that I have to use Choke Dust, because that'll let me get away real easily. I have some spiritual... I don't have any spiritual memories. I used them all up. But I do want to get Baffle Dust. That's 300. Favors. Hidden Rune, yes please. Tunnel Dweller is bribed into bring a rune from the depths of Dunwall storm drains, so give me that. Always need the runes. Sunken crate. Allied whalers will dump a crate loaded with supplies overboard near the Undine. You'll have to dive to retrieve the contents. That's fine. I don't really need that kind of gear. I will, however, get more sleep darts. Always need sleep darts. I'll get, like, 3 of these, because I always need spiritual remedies. I have 1 stun mine, huh? I'll get another one. I know. When triggered, it'll deliver an electrical shock, rendering the target unconscious. That's really handy. I'm actually maxed out on choke dust. I can probably get more choke dust. I can't afford more choke dust capacity. But that's pretty good for now, I guess. I can save those coins for hopefully restocking and not, like, wearing myself out. I have 3 options. I have sleep dart, choke dust, and stun mine. Stun mine works as well as a sleep dart. Choke dust is a get out, and I can choke them if I warp behind them afterwards. But that requires skillful use, and it's not how I describe myself. I'd like to describe myself that way, but it's not true. Talk to me.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the dead eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Oh good. Gang wars. Always my favorite. There's the hidden rune there, and there's probably other runes I have to find. Well, that's escalating already.
We've been here 8 years. We ain't leaving.
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Ooh.
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dressing?
Like I said, they're throwing words, not gonna throw hands. Oh, they threw choke dust. I mean, there's nothing I can do about this. If they die, they die. Oh, that killed him somehow. Alright, well, I guess the eels won. Alright.
What?
Nope, you don't see anything. Well, that's happening, I guess.